Okay, today we're going to do this page, page 13.3 from Activity Book for Unit 2, and it's page 59 on the front and page 60 on the back. Okay, so write your name at the top. And then right here, you're going to write today's date. Okay, it says print the names of the things on the line. So you have two words here, and you've got a picture. And the word that matches this picture gets written on the line. So I'm going to make this line a little bit bigger so you can see it better. All right. So this word is cub. And this word is cub, but with the silent E, it's cube. 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 So which picture matches, which word, cub or cube, matches this picture? Well, baby lions are called cubs. So cub is the word that goes here. Let's write that down. B. Go ahead and write down cub. And as you're writing that down, I'm going to use the word in a sentence. So the little lion cub was thirsty. Cub. Okay. If you need more time, pause the video so you can finish writing cub. All right, let's go to the next word. Okay, here we go. This one is pin. And this one is pin, but with the silent E at the end, this I becomes an I. So it's pine. So which one goes with this picture? Pin or pine? Yep, pine. This is a pine tree. So let's write the word pine. Here we go. Start with the here at the dashed line. You're going to make the P go down, back up the stick, turn, then the I, then the N, then the E. And as you finish writing down the word pine, I'm going to use that word in a sentence. So a large pine tree grew in the forest. Pine. Okay, if you're not finished writing the word pine, pause the video so you can finish writing it down because I'm moving on to the next word. Here we go. Okay. Do you know what word this is? It's the word cap. Do you know what word this is? Yep, it's the word cape because that silent E changes cap into cape. So which word goes with this picture? Yep, the word cap. So let's write it down here. Go ahead and write down the word cap, and as you're writing it down, I'm going to use it in a sentence. So, the sun was so hot, I put my cap on to keep my face from getting sunburned. Cap. I put a cap on my head so the sun wouldn't get in my eyes. Cap. Okay, if you need more time to write down the word cap, pause the video so you can write it down because we're moving on to the next word. Here we go. Do you know what word this is? Yep, it's the word can. Can. Can you read this word? Without that silent E, this is the word can. But with that silent E, it changes this A into A. So it's cane. So which word, can or cane, matches this picture? Yep, it's the word can. Can matches the picture. So let's write it down. Can. Go ahead and write down the word can. And as you're writing it down, I'm going to give you a sentence using that word. I opened up the can of beans and made a burrito. Can. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay. Can you read this word? Yes, it's the word man. Now, this one is the same word but with a silent E at the end. Can you read this word? Yes, it's the word main. So which one of these two words, man or mane, goes with this picture? Yeah, mane, because mane is the hair around the lion's head. It's called his mane. So let's write down mane here. If we leave it like that, it's the word man. We have to add the silent E to change this to an A, so it's not an A, mane. And as you're writing down the word mane, I'm going to use that word in a sentence. So the boy lions or the male lions have a mane around their face. Mane. Okay, we're going to move on to the next word. Okay, can you read this word? Yeah, it's the word dim, right? Dim. Now this word looks like dim, but then it's got that silent E at the end, which changes this from a I to a I sound. So what is this word? Dime. Yes, so dim or dime, which one matches the picture? Yep, dime. This is a dime, which is 10 cents. So let's write down dime. So turn around, go up and down. Okay, then the I, then the M, then the E. Okay, as you finish writing down the word dime, I'm going to use it in a sentence. I had a dime to buy a piece of chewing gum. I got a dime to buy a piece of chewing gum. Okay, so now we're going to turn it over to the back side, okay? And we're doing the same thing here. We're picking out the word that matches the picture, okay? So I'm going to make this bigger so you can see it better. Let me make it even bigger. Oh, no, it's too big. Too big. Okay. So look at this picture. Do you know what this word is? It's the word wed, and wed means to get married. And do you know what word this is? Do you know what sound the two E's make? The first, when these two vowels go walking, the first one does the talking. So you hear the E sound. So it's the word weed. So does this picture go with wed or weed? Yeah, weed. A weed is a plant that grows without anyone planting it. It just grows on its own and nobody wants it. It's a weed. So start here, go down, up, down, up. So I hear down to the bottom, back up to the dash, down to the bottom, back up to the dash. Then the two E's, which make the E sound, and then the D, donut, and then stick. Donut, then stick. Go ahead and write down weed. And as you're writing it down, I'm going to give you a sentence using that word. So a tall weed was growing in the yard, in the garden, so I pulled it out. A tall weed was growing in the garden, so I pulled it out. Okay, so let's go to this one right here. Okay, do you know what word this is? Yes, it's the word fin. Do you know what word this is? It's the word fine. So see, the arrow is pointing right here. So does the word fin, is this fin or is this fine? Yep, it's the word fin, right? A shark's fin right there. The little, he doesn't have hands, he has fins. Okay, so let's write down fin. Okay, go ahead and write it down. And as you're writing it down, I'm going to give you a sentence. Okay. Sharks swim. Sharks use their fin to swim quickly through the water. Sharks use their fins to swim quickly through the water. Fin. Now, you and I, we don't have a fin. We have hands, so we have to use our hands to swim. Okay. Hopefully you're done writing fin. And if you're not, pause the video because we're moving on to the next word. Okay. Can you look at this word and see if you can read it? It's the word kit. And can you read this one? It's got that silent E at the end. Yes, it's the word kite. Remember, silent E changes the I to an I sound, to the superhero sound. So which word matches this picture, kit or kite? Yeah, kite, right? This is a kite. So let's write it down. Kite has a tall letter. So it starts at the top, straight down, then go in, then go down. I, T, E. Okay, as you write down the word kite, I'm going to give you a sentence using that word. Okay. We flew our kite way up high in the sky. Our kite was flying high in the sky. Kite. Okay. Let's go to the next word. If you haven't finished writing down kite, just pause that video, okay? Because we're going to go to this word. Okay, see this picture? Okay, which word goes with it? Is it this one? Do you know what this word is? This is tap. Now this is almost tap, except that long E changes this A to a sound instead of a ah. What word is it? Tape, right? So which word goes with this picture? Tap or tape? Right, tape does. So let's write that down. Okay, as you finish writing the word tape, I'm going to give you a sentence. I put tape on my paper because I tore it. There was a tear in my paper, so I had to tape it. Okay. Hopefully you finished writing the word tape. If you haven't, pause that video. Okay, we're almost done. Okay. See that picture? What is this word? Can you read it? Yep, it's the word not. And what is this word? See if you can read it. It's the word note. Almost like not, but that silent E changes that from a ah to a O sound. Note. So which one goes with this picture? Not or note? Yep, note, right? So let's write down note. Okay, go ahead and write down note. And as you're writing it down, I'm going to give you a sentence using the word note. So, I wrote a note to my mom to let her know that I would be back. Before I left the house, I wrote a note to my mom telling her I would be back. Okay. If you haven't finished writing the word note, pause the video because we're going to go on to the next word. Okay, let's look at these two words. See that picture? Okay, do you know what word this is? It's the word hop, right? Do you think you could read this word? It's the word hope. Hope. So which word goes with this picture? Hop or hope? Hop, right? Look at she's hopping on her leg. Hop. She's playing hopscotch. So let's write down hop here. Okay, here we go. Stick, back up the stick and turn. Okay, the O starts at the dash. Down to the bottom, back up to the dash. Okay, that P has to have start at the dash line, go down past the bottom line, back up the stick, turn at the dash. So make the stick, go back up the stick, turn when you get to the dash. And there you go. Okay, we are done.